Welcome to Guidance to Finance. My name is Joel, and in today's show we're going to be looking at Christmas.
Coming up, we're going to be talking to Rosie Evans, a Medway Credit Union expert who will advise us on how to manage our Christmas spending. We'll also be talking with an affected member of the public who will talk us through their experiences with finance schemes and credit cards that are on offer around the Christmas period.
Many retailers such as Selfridges, Marks & Spencer's, John Lewis and Debenhams have become the festive period as early as 137 days before the big day by filling the shelves and decorating their stores to help draw customers in. What we need to do is ask ourselves, do these cards actually benefit us? Or are they just the opening to a gateway of debt and bad credit?
Kerry-Ann Roots is a mother of one, self-employed beautician who has been caught up in the credit trap.
In the past, I've had a bank credit card, I've had a store card, and I've had things on finance, including an iPad, a sofa, and my biggest purchase was a car. The worst part about a store card is the incentive to get it, but then you don't really fully understand the consequences after. For example, I went into a sofa shop and bought a sofa, and they offered me 10% off if I got it on finance that day, so I did it, thinking to get money off.
In this day and age in the 21st century, retailers are putting more pressure than ever on shoppers to be prepared and splash the cash in time for the festive season. For example, in 2016, retailers hit a record high of over £5.6 billion spent on advertising in the run-up to the big day.
My worst experience with credit around Christmas would have been a couple of years ago, going into Debenhams with the intention of only spending £150. And they offered me a store card with 10% off that day and a £500 limit, and I'd seen the adverts everywhere, and I thought I'll just give everyone a better Christmas, buy more presents for my little boy, my partner, and it turned out in January it was a wrong decision because with the interest on top I'd spent more and more and more.
Big businesses are getting themselves out there through TV adverts, posters and social media in order to get customers through the door. However, with such availability to credit and loans that are being offered, we have to look at how much trouble the festive period causes for people in terms of their spending.
One of the ways Kerry manages to save money is by not taking any weekly payments from one of her beauty clients, instead receiving it all in one bulk payment called a tontine.
In hindsight, I wouldn't get any more credit cards and store cards if I was alone, because it's just too much trouble to pay back on one wage. I do have a credit card with my partner and it's in a joint name, but obviously we keep that to a minimum all the time, and I've learnt my lesson at Christmas time not to get in debt, because I do a tontine with one of my clients, and every 2 weeks I go to a house and I do treatments, and every time I've been there she doesn't pay me, she puts it into a tontine, and then the first week of November I get my money back throughout the year and I get to go and do all my shopping.
Kerry is just one example of many case studies around debt and financial schemes. However, there are alternatives to the standard credit loans we have looked at. Charities and organisations such as Citizens Advice offer guidance on how best to manage your money.
Today in the studio, I'm joined by Rosie from Medway Credit Union, who is here to discuss her views on all the finance schemes that are becoming more and more popular over the Christmas period. So, Rosie, what is the work you do for the Medway Credit Union, and how does it benefit various members of society?
Well, we're a savings club, and it's all the money in the credit union belongs to members. We're not funded by anybody, and everyone that works there are volunteers. None of us get paid, and we also do loans, but we don't tell people to have loans. I mean, we'll say if you come to us, we'll give you loans. But we are trying to get them away from people like the Provident and the payday lenders and things like that, who charge really stupid amounts of interest. Our interests are very, very, very small. And really it benefits them because we're getting them, trying to get them out of debt rather than into debt.
Okay. Would you say that it is mainly the people's actions and behaviours towards finance schemes such as Park that get them in trouble, or is it the schemes altogether?
Well, no, Park actually is one of the good schemes because it's prepaid. You can't have anything from Park till you pay for it. You pay in advance. Like store cards like Argos and any credit cards are the ones that you get yourself into debt with. Okay,
so Park is a good way of people affording Christmas. They've got the right idea. Okay, well, thank you very much, Rosie, for joining us in the studio. Some very interesting answers that I'm sure will get us all thinking. So, everyone, there you have it. Be careful with your spending this year and don't fall into the trap of the dreaded financial schemes. If you would like to get involved in the discussions on this topic, then as always you can get in touch through our social medias, and for more information on this topic and for who to contact if you are in any financial trouble, then visit our website guidancetofinance.co.uk. I've been Joel and this has been Guidance to Finance. See you next time.